Hello everyone, my name is Shazi, I'm from Hungary, and right now I am a psychological science student at the University of Padua. So climate change for me is more about the examples that we can see for extreme weather. Since I think one of the earliest times I remember of a national holiday that we have in the middle of March, we had 80 centimeters of snow and people were stuck on the roads trying to travel. And I think this was one of the earliest occurrences when I was old enough to realize that this is not normal. So I think one of the most sensible things to be doing would be to use resources in a way that is sustainable or it is energy efficient. So I think it could be something very small, like turning off the light or using just as much water as one needs, and kind of extrapolate that sense of saving to multiple areas, like not producing food waste or really using renewable energy sources if one can, and if not, to make the best out of the resources that actually we have available. Okay, so I'm just going to list a few things that I tend to do to try to live as sustainably as I can. So, for example, in Hungary, in my hometown, there's a fairly well organized public transport system, technically only with buses. But since they go very often and reliably, I tend to take them everywhere. And since the distances tend to be quite not bikeable, this is an option that very few opt to, or if they live less in the suburbs than I am, then they have this opportunity. But here in Padova, I tend to take my bike everywhere because it's convenient, it is sustainable, and public transport is not the most reliable. Another small thing is the plastic bags when I go grocery shopping. Here I try to not take them even though they're biodegradable, and they cost me 1 cent even if I don't use them when I scan my vegetables. But I think this is a small sacrifice that I can make. But in Hungary, you can take as many as you want with yourself, and you don't have to pay extra for them. So people tend to accumulate them at home, but in a way that is also being reused for the infamous plastic bag with all the plastic bags inside. So there's not single use, but we could try to be more strategic about how many we actually have of those. Personally, I think this issue of climate change can get super big and overwhelming, but I tend to remind myself that I don't have to turn my life all around just so I could be more sustainable, when I can make small steps that I can easily fit in my daily routine and just kind of start small and try to be better and better every day with it.